Okay, guys. You guys know that I'm a big fan of the Canadian Football League, and I'm looking forward to the Grey Cup. I will live stream myself watching it, and every year I'll watch an old Grey Cup before the next one, and I decided to do another watching video. So, I'm gonna watch an old Grey Cup, and I decided which one it'll be from what year. Yep, this is my tradition. I'm on YouTube, and I decided that it's going to be the 1989 Grey Cup. And here it is. Is it going to play from the beginning? I hope so. Okay, good. Here we go. This is the 50-minute version.
The Eastern Division champion Hamilton Tiger-Cats and the Saskatchewan Roughriders, who claimed victory in the West. They are set to decide the 77th Grey Cup here on CBC Sports. Saskatchewan's John Gregory coaches a number of players who could play the hero's role in '89. Kent Austin is one. The starting quarterback is ready to go after a knee injury in Edmonton last week. Tom Burgess is another. He proved last week he is an effective reliever. And Tim McRae, a bruising running back, could also be the difference for Saskatchewan. Hamilton's Al Bruno has several hero candidates. Among them, the quarterback in the Ticats' last Grey Cup victory, Mike Kerrigan, who beat the Eskimos in '86. Kerrigan gets the
Hamilton, they look like the Pittsburgh Steelers.
to Todd Dillon, who played winning football for the Ticats this year. And Tony Champion, the CFL's top receiver, is a serious threat to break open the game. Two teams that were not favored to be here 5 months ago are Hamilton and Saskatchewan.
So yeah, I picked this one because remember the UFL championship? I did a live stream of me watching that. And during that stream, I was like, what was the... Because remember, I think it was the DC Defenders that scored more than 50 points. And I'm like, is this like the most points a team has scored in a championship football game? It's one of them for sure. So I looked up highest scoring Super Bowl and the highest scoring Grey Cup, and it's this one that I'm watching. But good thing I don't know which team won. All I know is that this was high scoring, the highest scoring Grey Cup game, 1989. Hamilton Tiger-Cats against the Saskatchewan Roughriders. This was in the Sky Dome, now called Rogers Center, home of the Toronto Blue Jays, but people still call it the Sky Dome. And this was on a broadcast called CBC. So yeah, 1989. This was 36 years ago. So this is the 100th. This year is going to be the 112th Grey Cup. So what number was this Grey Cup? Was it the 76th Grey Cup? 76 plus 36 is 112, right? Oh wait, but there was no Grey Cup in 2020. So is this 77? The 77th Grey Cup? Maybe it'll say in the title. No, it doesn't say. No, I'm not gonna look into the description, because sometimes, for whatever reason, they'll spoil it. They'll spoil it in the description on which team won. Like, why would they do that? That just gives it away, you know? Again, all I know is that this was the highest scoring Grey Cup, and that's why I picked this one to watch. I don't know which team won. Man, this year's Grey Cup could have been Hamilton against Saskatchewan. Saskatchewan is in it, but my favorite team, the Montreal Alouettes, eliminated the Tiger Cats. Man, the field was different. It wasn't the, what do you call it, the current turf, the Astro turf, or whatever turf they use in today's football. Look at the field. It looks different. Yeah, back then the Toronto Argonauts played in the Sky Dome. But yeah, every year I watch an old Grey Cup, an old Super Bowl, old Home Run Derby, because I like the old Home Run Derby rules. And man, the broadcast was so much better. Well, today's CFL broadcast is amazing, but old Super Bowl broadcast, old Home Run Derby broadcast was so much better in my opinion. So this is one cool thing about YouTube. You can watch old stuff. I love it. Oh my gosh, look at him go. Oh, he fumbled. Oh, out of bounds. You can't do that, right? That's unusual. Look how big he is, too. Oh, look, that's the old CFL logo. The one that I have on my shirt, right? I'm not wearing the shirt right now, but I have it. I can go get it. Let me go get it real quick. Yeah, look, here it is. The old CFL logo. I wonder when they changed that. I like the current one. But it seems like old logos in general were better. Like the old Pringles logo looks better. Why did they change that, you know? Is that the first points on the board? Now, one thing about watching these old games, you notice how there's no score bug? No score bug on the TV. That means you have to actually pay attention to the game back then. Although TSN, they've always had good score bugs. Man, the officials back then, they wore those white tight pants. They were called knickers, I think. Yeah. The old days, that's what they wore. Wow, intercepted. Deep pass. Oh, almost intercepted. Wow. Got two logos of the CFL. Cheerleaders.
Tilney had a little trouble trying to get away from Harry Skipper. 2nd and 10 from the 31. Hamilton leads 3-0. 6:17 remaining in this opening quarter. Here's the blitz from the outside. Kerrigan gets away from Goldsmith, but he can't deliver the ball to Wally Tilney. This one is 4 yards shorter than his previous field goal. It's a 38-yard effort.
Yeah, even back then, the goalposts were in the front of the end zone. You got today's commissioner wanting to move that back to the end zone to make it American football 2.0. Get the hell out of here. Like new fans, why are the goalposts in the front of the end zone? Because they've always have been. Jeez. Alright, excuse me for a moment. I gotta go check something so I can pause it, and I'll pause my recording. Alright, I'm back. Whoa! Big collision. I got some food. Domino's Pizza, my favorite. But I got no pizza. It's non-pizza stuff. And I will get a pizza for the Grey Cup. And some KFC chicken. That's right. I made my decision. Okay, look, yeah, sometimes they'll show the score. But there's no score bug. This is the old days of television. Think about it, the Grey Cup. This is the 112th Grey Cup this year. It's almost twice as old as the Super Bowl. It's a couple of years older than the Indy 500. So this is a big history in sports. But too bad it's during NFL Sunday, because this year's Grey Cup, it's during some big NFL games. It is what it is. By the way, I will not be watching I will not be watching any NFL games on Sunday because of the Grey Cup. And TSN has that 5-hour pregame show. I usually tune into that. I try to listen and watch some of that, or most of it actually, and I'm entertained. I am entertained. So yeah, it's not NFL Sunday for me this week. Oh, he caught that. Oh, what the heck? Look like some escalators in the background. Oh, okay. I'm probably the biggest CFL fan that lives the furthest away from Canada. Oh, look at him go. Ooh. They got a big crowd, too.
When a team scores on you, you got to get the momentum back. This does it for you in a hurry. Look at Tim McRae. Watch the move on Donahue Grant and Sonny Gordon. Watch another move coming. I'll tell you, he's tough to tackle, and you love to slide on the other side of midfield.
55 yards on the return. This should be the final play of the quarter.
First quarter, final play. Boneless chicken. You know, when I did those reaction videos, watching videos of the Eastern and Western final, I actually got a copyright claim because I was showing my TV screen. But thankfully, the video didn't get blocked. But I will live stream me watching the 112th Grey Cup, so I'm hoping that the stream won't get blocked.
The way that ball floated, that's a dangerous type of throw. He's trying to angle it to the sidelines, and he'll put it out of bounds.
I don't know, I might not show the whole TV. I might just show half of it.
First and 10 from the 7-yard line. The handoff to McAdoo.
Now, certain events, you cannot show your TV at all, such as soccer matches. Remember the first watching stream I did was a soccer game. I didn't show my TV at all because I knew they are heavily strict on that. And ring sports, boxing, UFC, and WWE. Yeah. But the UFL Championship, they are not strict at all. They don't even care about that. They want the viewers, you know?
A yard and a half, maybe even 2 yards short of a first down, and leading 13-1.
Got some macaroni and cheese shells. This is not from Domino's. This is from the house.
Richie Hall takes it from the 35-yard line. He's hit hard as he's brought down at the 47. 1989 Grey Cup game being played
13-1.
the city of Regina, represented in the Grey Cup.
Coupe Grey Cup.
The city of Hamilton, represented for the 27th time. First and 10. Kent Austin looking to the sidelines. Barrow back in the ballgame, makes the catch. First and
Oh, I also watch old, for pro wrestling, old Royal Rumble, old WrestleMania, old SummerSlam, old Survivor Series. Because those are the big four of the pay-per-views in the WWE. Survivor Series is coming up. So I'll, now that WWE has their own YouTube channel, but they have another one called WWE Vault, where they upload old, classic stuff, content. Some of that, if not a lot of it, is from the old WWE Network, which is on Peacock. Ooh, okay.
First and goal. Donahue Grant at the safety position. Rockford on the corner. End zone touchdown.
Just a corner pass to Scott. Good move. Went in behind Sonny Gordon. They did
Yep, even back then, the end zones are gigantic.
that means Donahue Grant.
Isn't it going to be next season they're going to shrink the end zones? Or is it the season after where the field is going to be 100 yards? Like, bro, that just ruins the tradition. And a lot of people are unhappy about that crap. Including myself. I'm not looking forward to these new rules. I'm most likely not going to enjoy the CFL, the new CFL, as much. I'm probably going to call it NFL 2.0. I mean, why? Why these changes after all these years? I have a problem with that. I'd rather have the Grey Cup on a Friday night and the playoff games on a Friday night. So that way, more Americans can watch your games. Instead of having them during college football and NFL. Great touchdown pass.
Kerrigan got it away just in time. The result is a 30-yard touchdown throw to Derek McAdoo.
This game is indoors, by the way. So it kind of makes sense why this was a high-scoring game. Because if they're not indoors, then the game would be freezing. A lot of times a freezing game is low-scoring. Like, I just watched that Monday Night Football game between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Green Bay Packers. That was a very low-scoring game, and people found that boring. Not me. I was entertained. But here's the thing. I was watching the Manning cast. I mainly watch the Manning cast because I find that entertaining. Wow. I lost track on what the score is now. Now, what if he returns it for a touchdown?
the Skydome. Satilny running to the outside. He can't get away from John Hoffman. From the 38. It is 1st and 10, Hamilton. Carrigan, a side
I got a chicken parm sandwich. First time eating a sandwich from Domino's. I like it.
about 2. Same type of play, and this time Champion breaks it. 1st and 10, Hamilton at the Saskatchewan 48-yard line. The pitch to McAdoo. He cuts it back inside.
Marinara sauce. I love me some marinara sauce. Yeah, this time they did not forget the sauce.
I can't recall seeing Derek McAdoo running as hard in any game this season. He's had 10 carries for 53 yards so far. Carrigan throwing for a step or 2 high. While the Saskatchewan Roughriders have the second best offensive production, they also have the league's second worst defense as far as yielding points is concerned.
And they also got some cheesy tater tots.
13-yard line.
It's pretty good.
10, the ball is at the 13, 3:24, the time remaining in the half. McAdoo following a couple of lead blocks, breaks the tackle. He'll be close to another first down as he got to the 5, maybe even the 4.5-yard line. 6 plays, 66 yards, 2nd and 2. McAdoo.
Oh, he's short.
First down, stopped at the 1.
Oh, okay, first down. Okay.
Hamilton.
He's in. Wait. I just saw a player, and his last name is Suitor. Is that Glen Suitor? The announcer with Rod Smith for the Grey Cup. Did he play for the Roughriders? I just saw his last name. It said Suitor. Suitor. Yeah. That might be Glen Suitor. I guess, so he must have played for, on defense. Saskatchewan Roughriders. He's gonna be calling the Grey Cup with Rod Smith. Watching his former team, huh? How exciting. Remember, this is 36 years ago. I think Glenn, he's in his early 60s. So he's probably, back then, he was like in his mid-20s or so. Yeah.
You see Githopoulos jump, but look at this. He's underneath, catch is made. There's Jordan, and here it comes. Well, we won't see him, but Rockford got there.
Austin completes the pass to Narcisse, short of a first down. Saskatchewan has scored on its last 2 possessions.
Up 2 minutes until halftime.
Its last 5 possessions. Second down play. Austin gets the first down with
Diet 7-Up.
1st and 10 from the 34-yard line. Austin going to the end zone.
Oh! Okay.
Jim Rockford intended
Thought he was gonna catch that for a second.
Rockford's still hurting a little bit, too. He's keeping that right arm right down at his side.
2nd and 10, and Anderson with it. Has a first down. 1st and 10, Saskatchewan from the 16. 1:20 remaining.
Look how far back he steps. First and goal.
First and goal, Saskatchewan. Austin will put it up again.
Oh, I think he's in.
Did he get it?
It's got to be a touchdown. If they don't give him a touchdown, I'm not going to believe it. You bet they won't.
Man, this crowd is loud, too. Sky Dome is loud when the roof is closed, just like when the Toronto Blue Jays were in that World Series. Too bad they lost that series. I was really hoping they would win that.
They give Donald Narcisse the touchdown on the 5.
I mean, that would have been epic. Them winning the World Series in their home stadium, Game 7.
The Eastern champion
Look at that score, 27-22 at halftime. Or no, it's not quite halftime. Oh my gosh. Normally that would be a final score for a bunch of pro football games.
I'll tell you, anytime you get a starter out of a ball game, you go to the replacement. They tried Rockford there, but they were getting hurt inside.
That's in French.
Winfield is an athlete and keep Rockford at home in the middle to help out deep.
Wally Zatilny will return this David Ridgway kickoff.
Oh my gosh, he's still on his feet. Finally goes down.
Steve Wiggins finally brings him down at the 32. A run back of just 10 yards, and he ran a long way.
I assume there are more Tiger Cats fans because Hamilton's closer to Toronto.
One play, there's the drop. Jeff Tunney will get 5. Not much more.
Man, you can just tell everything was old school back in 1989. What the hell? No way!
You see the zone defense.
That is weird. Glen Suitor!
DiPietro makes the catch. Wiggins makes the tackle.
That's Glen Suitor.
The screen. There it is. Glen Suitor.
That's so funny. Because, he's called a bunch of Grey Cup games as an announcer. Oh my gosh. That's awesome. Up, wide right. Yeah, you must return it out of the end zone. That's one cool thing about this league. Now they're going to take that away. Thanks, Commissioner, for taking a lot of the fun out of this league. I mean, if I were him, I would only change these rules if people don't like them. It's not like you hear, "Oh, I hate this rule so much, please get rid of it." No! You don't hear people criticizing these rules. So why not leave it alone, you know? I mean, that just ruined the tradition, man. Now, when MLB changed their new rules, I was not happy about that, but I'm kind of used to it now. Hey, I watched the World Series with those rules. I was entertained. But I think this is going to be worse, in my opinion. Because CFL was my #1 favorite league. It might not be my #1 favorite league after next season. And the season after. Wow, the referee wore the black cap back then. Interesting. Whoa. By the way, it seemed like football more... It seems like... Oh my gosh. Oh! Thought one of those two players caught it. It seems like football was more rough back then. Which people might find that more entertaining. People might find the old football more entertaining. Hey, I said this about old pro wrestling, mainly the WWF and WCW. That's what I watch on a weekly basis. The Monday Night Wars. Oh! Wow, it hit the upright and it went through. Yeah, I'm watching 1998. I love it. It was more entertaining back then, even though today's WWE is bigger than ever. But I find the old version more entertaining. But yeah, some people might like the old football more than today's football, or whatever sport, you know? That's the cool thing about YouTube. You can find old stuff, old footage. Another cool thing is I love old rock and roll bands, mainly the 1970s. And you can find old concerts of your favorite bands, favorite old school bands, artists on YouTube. I love it. What the heck? A gorilla? Guess Halloween's not over yet for that fan. That'd be funny, a sports team named the Gorillas. Gorilla Monsoon. Yeah, Gorilla Monsoon. Old school wrestler. Later became an announcer for the early years of WrestleMania. Yeah, 1989. He was an announcer. Gorilla Monsoon. They had a WrestleMania in the Sky Dome. It was WrestleMania 6 and WrestleMania 18, I think, and they were fantastic manias. Hulk Hogan was in both of those manias, both huge matches. Yeah, rest in peace to the Hulkster. I don't care what you say about him. I'm talking about the wrestler, you know, not the real person outside of wrestling. I lost track of the score. 30-25, third quarter. Oh my gosh.
Return from the Saskatchewan Roughriders, a run back of 36 yards. Bill Henry made the tackle. First and 10 from the 51-yard line. This is McCray coming out of the backfield and finding some room.
If I knew, let's say I knew which team won this Grey Cup, would I still do this video? No. But I think I would still watch it. Yeah. So, again, I forgot. I don't know which team won. All I know, it's high scoring. Maybe I should watch the lowest scoring Grey Cup. Should I do that? If I look it up, I have to hope that it doesn't give away the result. I just want to know what year. What year was the lowest scoring Grey Cup?
You see him stepping up in there, coming around the corner. Nelson Jones doesn't block him. He misses him, and as Austin tries to scramble, Corbin makes the hit.
The lowest scoring Super Bowl, I believe it was the one from 2019. LA Rams against New England Patriots. I did not watch that Super Bowl. Yep, because that was the year where the Rams beat the Saints to go to the Super Bowl on that no-call pass interference. Yeah, I decided, you know what? Screw that Super Bowl. I ain't watching it. I bet a bunch of Saints fans didn't watch that Super Bowl. Yeah, that was I did that. I did that to protest. Oh! That's a safety, not a single. Wow. 30-27. It's a close game.
And he sends it deep to Tim McCray at the 12-yard line. McCray is stopped at the 33. About 250 feet up. Tim McCray hit at the 35-yard line, thrown back. That will be a gain of about 2 yards.
Looks like the high snap. He's fine and didn't take it.
Second and 8.
I know I could have done this video earlier this week, but I didn't really have the time. I'm watching this on a late Saturday night, the night before this year's Grey Cup, so but I usually watch these old events before the new ones. You know, old Super Bowl before the next Super Bowl. Yeah, I did the same thing. Look how he runs. Oh my goodness. Dang. Grabbing the shirt.
First and 10 Saskatchewan from the 23. 3:14 remaining in the third quarter.
Now this was on CBC. I wonder if... Oh my gosh. Pass interference. I wonder if were Americans able to watch the Grey Cup back then? Because I know today's Grey Cup's on CBS Sports Network. Even though, unfortunately, CBS Sports Network didn't show any of the other CFL playoff games. Why? Because it was on a college football Saturday. Oh boy. Wait, did I just heard Matt Dunnigan? I think Matt's about the same age as Glen Suitor. So he was playing back then. Yeah. Dunnigan was playing CFL, was he? Well, he's a quarterback, though. He actually played quarterback at Louisiana Tech. Man, I miss that guy. Everyone's favorite studio analyst is missing. I'm hoping he can make a surprise appearance during the pregame show, but I don't think that's going to happen. I won't believe it until I see it. Real quick, I'm going to look up the lowest scoring Grey Cup. Oh, look at that mascot! I don't know if they still have that mascot for the Tiger Cats. But that's kind of funny. Alright, I'm going to look up the year of the oldest scoring Grey Cup. Hoping not to get spoiled, because I might watch that on my own. Like, yeah, I'll admit, a high-scoring game is more entertaining than a low-scoring game. We love offense. But once in a while, I'm in the mood for a low-scoring game. Wow, there's so many deep passes. I want to know the stats after this game. The passing yards and all that. I'm hoping they'll show that at the end of the video. If not, I think I can just look this up on Wikipedia.
Last time he had good coverage, this time he got behind him, and again, Rockford had to come from the middle of the field to make the player. It was 7.
Lowest scoring Grey Cup, the 103rd Grey Cup. The 103rd Grey Cup was the lowest scoring Grey Cup game. So we're in this is Grey Cup 112, but there wasn't a Grey Cup in 2020. So Grey Cup 103 was 8 years ago? 2017? Wait, was that the, Huh, that's in French. 8 years ago? 2017? Grey Cup 103 was the lowest scoring Grey Cup game. So that wasn't that long ago. Yeah, because this year is Grey Cup 112. 112 minus 103 is 9. So 9 years ago was 2016. So there wasn't a Grey Cup in 2020. So was it 2015? Was it 10 years ago? Okay. Well, yeah, that's not an old game to me, 2015. I remember watching sports back then. Oh! Glen Suitor? That's him! Oh! Glen freaking Suitor. Oh my gosh. Wow. I wonder, they might... Sometimes I like to show flashback moments. They might show that to Glen Suitor. Hey! Hey, partner! Rod Smith will be like, oh, well, you were in the Grey Cup as a Rough Rider. Let's show you your big moment. Man, this is entertaining. 37-30. Saskatchewan, fourth quarter. I don't know how much time left. You got to pay attention to the announcers on what they're saying, because they know how much time is left on the clock. Yep, these were the old days of television. Oh, don't go in the end zone. Don't get a safety again. He just got suplexed. Listen to this crowd.
We've done this year with Hamilton, Don. How many times have we said, if you can force Kerrigan to pull it down and have to move around with it, the advantage goes to you. They're in a defense. They're going to get the pressure. He runs out of there. Here it comes. Lewis is after him. You're not going to throw the ball very far if you're right-handed that way. He needed to keep coming and take his chances. But that is the key. Don't allow him to throw on time.
Second sack for Klingbeil. Osbaldiston with a good
I like that, how they show the ball in the air. They don't do that in today's football.
Well, feeling's great, but look around us. This is all Saskatchewan here. Look
Old broadcasts were cool back then, man.
Klingbeil gets a quarterback sack for Saskatchewan.
Yeah, the world was a lot different back then, too. Even though this was way before I was alive. I became introduced to this planet. I was born in 2001, in case if you're wondering. So I'm 24 years old.
Baker attempted to angle it to the sidelines. The Tilney prevents it from going up. And he runs it back.
See, part of me wishes I was alive sooner, because I mentioned I love old school rock and roll bands. I love old school pro wrestling. A lot of that was before I was born, you know. It's one of those things where I wish I was born, you know, I don't know, 30 years before my actual birth year. If I was born in 1971, I would be 54 years old. Think about that.
Good kick by Osbaldiston. Richie Hall takes it at the 28. Austin was looking for Tim McRae.
But who knows, if I, in the future, if I have children, and if they're my age, they might say the same thing. Oh, 2025 Grey Cup was awesome, Daddy. You know? Whoa, look at that. He's going to go all the way? Dang. There's a lot of offense. I mean, it's high scoring, Grey Cup. Oh, 77. This was the 70th 7th. Did I say that right? The 77th. Yeah, Grey Cup. Wow. So, this was 36 years ago, but we are 35 Grey Cups later, because there was no Grey Cup in 2020 because of the COVID year. The 2021 Grey Cup was actually in December because they delayed the season because of the pandemic. Yeah, Canada, they were really strict on that. Plus, the season was shorter. So yeah, that was the latest Grey Cup date. That might have been the only Grey Cup in December. I think it was. The only Grey Cup in the month of December. Meaning it was very, very cold. I don't know if it was the coldest Grey Cup. Hey, I should look that up next. The coldest Grey Cup game. Was it 2021? It was in Hamilton. Coldest Grey Cup game. The coldest Grey Cup ever was 1991. Oh, this 2 years after this. Maybe I'll watch that too. 1991 was the coldest Grey Cup game. I didn't see. I didn't want to look at the score because I might actually watch that for fun. I just wanted to know when was the coldest Grey Cup, when was the lowest scoring Grey Cup. Now, I looked up the coldest Super Bowl ever. It was actually in New Orleans. One of the early Super Bowls. It was in New Orleans, because back then the Superdome didn't exist. So they played outside the old two-lane stadium. Yeah, it can get freezing. Sometimes it can get freezing in South Louisiana. But a lot of Super Bowls are indoors. A lot of Grey Cups are outdoors in the freeze. Because that's Canadian weather, I remember one of the coldest Super Bowls ever was Super Bowl 48 in 2014. Did he caught that? Out of bounds.
Goes to the football very well, but he wasn't pushed out of bounds. His momentum when he caught it put him out of bounds.
Yeah, 2014. That was a blowout Super Bowl. That was probably the worst Super Bowl I ever watched live. Look at that score, 40-33 with under 3 minutes left. All right, Hamilton. Look at him go. I want to know the stats after this game.
Good block by Jet Tommy that time for Lee Knight.
I'm pretty sure most of the CFL rules back then are still in today's CFL. I don't think the rules haven't changed much, but next season, the season after, it's going to change a lot.
No flag. He's really upset. Champion goes down, gives an inside move, tries to go outside the skipper. The ball's going to be thrown. I think you got to call that now. That's twice skipper has gotten away with it, and it's happening right in front of him. That's not a really good call.
Second and 10 from the 42-yard line. 1:19 remaining.
Another deep pass. Flag. Interference.
Winfield's facing back for the football. When Wiggins is coming that way, he must turn and look for the ball.
Saskatchewan number 24. First down. The ball is at the 12. First and 10. 1:13 the time remaining. McAdoo the ball carrier. He gets inside the 10. The gain of 3. 56 seconds remaining.
Uh-oh.
Gets away and throws. Incomplete. Intended for Rocky DiPietro.
Uh-oh, 3rd and 8. Remember, only 3 downs in Canadian football. He caught it! Oh my gosh. This might have been the greatest Grey Cup game ever.
We got a perfect look at that play. I can't believe he caught that ball. That's a
Wow.
We are tied at 40.
Oh!
Watch the ball. It's over the wrong shoulder, but watch the ability of champion. Jumps, spins in the air, and pulls it down.
This game was tied.
What a great catch. The skipper's not going
Did this game go to overtime? I think only 3 Grey Cups went into overtime.
champion go get the ball.
One of them I saw live in 2021.
Get downfield. But
Hamilton was also in that game.
that's a great catch. Well, that's
I don't know, Saskatchewan, they might kick the game-winning field goal. How much time left?
6-yard line.
but you got to try to win it too.
My gosh, look at these long passes. Uh-oh, flag.
Was uncatchable as a result. No
32 seconds.
10. Austin to the sidelines for Elgin.
Oh! They're past midfield, I think. Yep, midfield.
3 seconds the clock running, the time remaining.
Oh, they're now in Hamilton territory.
The clock is running 19 seconds. I think they're going to run this football. No, they're not either.
Oh! They're gonna kick that game-winning field goal. They're gonna kick the game-winning field goal. Yep. Now what if he misses this? It's indoors. Wow, is that the last play? Suitor! Oh my gosh. A Rider Nation party, huh?
43, 42 seconds remaining.
Oh, 2 seconds remaining. Ah.
You got Lyman up in front.
Kicking it to the sidelines into the hole.
Is that it? Is this the final play?
By Steve Jackson.
Ah,
Return the kick.
the classic CFL kicking. Glen Suitor. Wow, this man is a big part of the history. Saskatchewan 9-9 entered as massive underdogs, but captured their first Grey Cup. Wait, what did it say? I didn't get to read all that. Hold on. I know I can pause it. Massive underdogs, but captured their first Grey Cup since Ron Lancaster led the team to their first championship in 1966. Wow. Amazing. Yeah, I know. I could have. Oh, CFL game in 40. I think they meant 40 minutes, but this video was more like. This video was more like 50 minutes. Oh, well, there's 1991 Grey Cup. Isn't this the... I forget, is it the lowest scoring or the coldest? Coldest, right? Oh! Yep, this is the coldest Grey Cup ever.
18 degrees Celsius. It is substantially below
Calgary Stampeders against the Toronto Argonauts.
Said they are not concerned about the weather. Let's just get on with the game, and the Rocket awaits the...
Okay. Alright. I'm gonna watch this one too. So I'll do a separate video. Yeah, separate video. So guess I'll watch one more Grey Cup. I'm in the mood. Yeah. So be back shortly.